Welcome back to this FC25 Millwall Career Mode, Episode 4, and as you can see the Team of the Week has been announced for the most recent week. Unfortunately no players for us in there, however hopefully we can change that in today's episode as we take on 5 teams in the month of October. We're going to play 3, simulate 2, not sure which ones we'll do each yet, however we're going to be playing Cardiff, West Brom, Derby, Plymouth and Swansea. Some hard games, but we need to start picking up some points. And most importantly, we need to find that consistency, which is what we're lacking right now. We're not losing too many, but we're not winning too many either. And that is the worry. I said at the end of the last episode that we would look at Leonard's contract and other players that have their contract expiring, but I forgot to do it. So we're going to have a quick look, and there's so many players that are set to leave the club at the end of the season, with Ryan Leonard, Ben McNamara, George Saville, Honeyman, Watmore, Wallace, Bradshaw, Truman, Mitchell, Hutchinson, Leahy, Scanlon's on loan, Coburn's on loan, Wintle's on loan, so they're all set to leave the club currently. That's a massive amount of players to lose. My initial thoughts are, Leonard, McNamara, Saville, Honeyman, Watmore, definitely to give him a new contract. Wallace, probably not, unfortunately for him. I feel like he could probably play somewhere else and actually get some first team football. Bradshaw, undecided right now, haven't given him a chance, so I may give him a chance between now and January and make a decision. Truman, probably going to offer him a deal. He's a third choice keeper and he does well at third choice, probably won't play much. If he starts moaning or saying that he wants to leave, then we'll see what we can do from there. Billy Mitchell will offer a new deal to. Hutchinson will be leaving us at the end of the season, and Leahy we will offer a new deal to and probably loan him out in January and see what we can do in regards to his potential. So I'm going to go ahead and make some amendments to a number of these and some new offers, and I will see you back in a moment. Right, we're back and we've made those changes. We've offered some new contracts to all those players apart from Wallace and Hutch. Both of those are currently set to leave us at the end of the season, and I may just let that happen. Hutch obviously left us for real life last year and then came back. Wallace, I think, has been a fantastic player, but he's not going to play for me, I don't think. If he does and he impresses, then we can always change our mind on that. Bradshaw as well is another one who I'm undecided on, so let me know any comments, any thoughts. Am I being a little bit too harsh on him? I do feel like in real life he is going to leave the club, whether that's in January or at the end of the season. I kind of think the injury may have scuppered the January plans, but I do think his time at the club may be coming to an end soon. I wanted to keep the wages relatively realistic. Our highest earner was currently Zion Fleming. Obviously he's on loan at Burnley and he will be leaving for them at the end of the season with the obligation to buy. I didn't want to go over 30 grand and we made sure we didn't, so anyone we've offered to has only been a very, very small increase in regard to their salary, and maybe a little bit of a bonus, a sign-on bonus. Following the new contract, Ryan Leonard is happy, and to be honest, he's been quite good for me. Obviously in real life he's been absolutely sensational and he's been good for me as well, so I'm happy that he's happy. So I've had a look at the league table to see where everyone is and around us and what will sort of have the most impact, and especially if we play the games. So I'm going to play the first 3 games against Cardiff, West Brom and Derby, as they're either closest to us or could have the most impact on our season. Plymouth are currently struggling a little bit, as well as Swansea, so we'll simulate those 2 games to finish the episode off later on. Before we get stuck in, I've just noticed that we've got our youth scout reports back, so we're going to have a little look at them. We're in England and Ireland. These are the first ones we've had back, so let's have a little look. Jackson Naylor, not sure. Joseph Walton's going to be a no. Hugh Wills, unfortunately, is going to be a no. Is that overall, their current overall, or their potential? Or do you not get to see potential anymore? That is something that's completely different to me. I don't know. Hugh Wills, if that could be their potential current overall, then Hugh Wills, if he could be the higher end of that, then possibly. Same as Morgan Preston, we'll keep them scouting for another month. Bradley Hawkins, I don't think so, although you're only 14 years of age, you're 5'9" and down as a centre back. Position change might help, but I think for now we're going to say no to you. Jensen Kemp, right back, 5 foot exactly. 13 years old, I didn't even know it went down as low as 13 on the game. I thought it was 14 and upwards. That's ridiculously young. I think he'll be in the youth academy for so long before he can actually do anything. Obviously I love it as a new feature, I just don't feel like it's going to benefit me right now. And Taylor Steele, finally, again, we will carry on scouting you. Jackson Naylor, what is your right footed left back? So position change would be happening at some point anyways. We're going to leave you all there. I think we will keep scouting those. Lawson. In Ireland, we've got McCoy, 45 to 59 overall striker. Also right midfield, potentially. We'll leave you there for now. Sean O'Grady, right back, 5'7". Could also play as a striker, which is different and strange. I'm going to leave you there as well. Gavin O'Doyle, right mid, right back, and a cam. I'm going to keep looking at you as well as Barry Rooney, 14 years of age, 5'5", left midfielder. And Ben Foley, the last one, right mid, potentially looks like he could be very good, especially if that's his current overall, which I'm assuming it is, because otherwise potentially I do think there would have been higher potentials. I'm really intrigued by Ben Foley. I'm tempted just to call him up straight away in terms of not to the first team but to the youth team. 17 years of age is a concern, so I may give him one more month. I think we're going to do that, just see what happens next month, and then we can address it from there. First up today we have Cardiff, who play a 4-2-3-1, so the same as us, and they play a standard, again the same as us. They've got Perry NG, I don't know how you pronounce it, I don't know if it's Ng or if it's NG, I'm assuming it's Ng, but I'm going to call him NG, as a key defensive player. Willock and Ramsey as the key attacking players. Willock is one to watch definitely, and everyone knows what Aaron Ramsey can do. 72, 71, 72 overall in attack, midfield, defence. 3.5 star team. They've won 3 of the last 5. Most recently a win as well, so they're in relatively good form, in 7th place. Let's see what we can do against them. Just about to go into the match, and we've got a number of tired players. So this is currently on the 1st of October, so it's a midweek game, so we are going to have to rotate. So we're going to do that, make those changes, and I'll see you at the lineup screen in a moment. Right, here we go. So Cardiff City Stadium. Hopefully 3 points. Let's see how the teams line up. We've had to make some changes. Cardiff are the 4-2-3-1 with Kanga up top, Colwell, El Ghazi and Ollie Tanner, the 3 behind. They are playing. Andy Rinamoto is a good player as well, very decent player. Perry NG, one to watch. Jack Ornwick in goal is a good keeper. Callum O'Dowda on the bench. Quite glad he's on the bench because he is a handful. 4-3-1 for us. Daniel Kelly playing in that cam role instead of SA. We have had to rotate. Adam Mayer on the left. He's got a set to running behind as well. We've got Cooper and Harding at the back. Tanganga being out is going to be a massive miss for us. Brian at left back. Mitchell and Wintle, the first time playing together, I believe, in the CDM roles. 3 points would be fantastic. Honeyman can get away to Billy Mitchell. We need some more bodies. Set him away, we can. Kelly gets the ball through to Langsoff. Can he get the shot away? Is it closed down? We can get the shot away, and that is a beautiful finish. 16 minutes in. That man again, our top scorer this season. Langstaff doesn't really miss, but he does. He doesn't miss much. 1-0. Ogazi. That's a big ball, and that was a good save. Kanga with the effort, and Jensen holds it. Cardiff putting pressure on. I know it wasn't Kanga with the effort in the end. Here's the name that I saw, and I said the wrong name. Colwell. Cooper's injured. No, we don't need that. I'm quite glad there's an increase in injuries in this game. Had to increase the sliders over the last games. The fact there are an increase in injuries in this game is massive, just for realism. You know, you go through injuries in a season. Honeyman. See Daniel Kelly through. Kelly's there. Can he slip Langstaff through? Can. Turn his man. Poor defensively Cardiff, and that looks a goal. Fantastic finish. I didn't expect it to go in. I thought it was going to be saved and go for a corner. But Langstaff with a double, with 25 minutes gone, we were in form. Kelly and Langstaff putting together some sort of partnership there. Clips the post. A goal that clips the post always looks better. Half an hour gone. I thought it was 25 minutes for some reason. Half an hour gone. And we are 2 up. That's good. Good play overall. Honeyman getting closed down, so they just slow it down. Look for Langstaff, who's been fantastic in this match. Seek for Kelly. It's found him. Did a run for Adam Mayer, looking to run to get behind. First time? It wasn't first time, but it was a good save for Jack Ornwick and a lovely move. We'll have a corner. Not many chances in the game, as usual. We've had 3, but we've managed to score 2 of them. Cardiff have had 2, but neither have found their way into the back of the net. So the second half coming up, and hopefully we can continue and get 3 points. Cooper hasn't got an injury, so whatever it was just a knock, and he's managed to run it off, which is good. Honeyman, lovely work there. Can we slip Langstaff away? We can. So it's a roller defender, he can't quite do it, but that was a lovely move, lovely bit of ball control. Kelly's through, and that is an awful challenge. Surely it's a red card. He was in pretty much one-on-one with the keeper. He just crouched on enough, and it is a red card. Demetrius Gutas, red card in the 52nd minute for what was a really poor tackle. Obviously a clear red, potentially goal scoring opportunity, and we have a free kick. I am not good at free kicks. Look inside for Kelly, and we see the run from Mayer. Langstaff's there, get a shot away, can you get your hat-trick? Saved, and couldn't quite get to the follow-up. They just about clear it in time to prevent them getting a hat-trick, and that's 3-0 and definitely 3 points. Wintle, couldn't get the shot away, tackled. Wintle shouldn't really be playing, I guess, because Cardiff are his parent club. I forgot about that. I wish that was something in FC or FIFA. It would recognise when he was playing against their parent club, and it would just make him ineligible, like it does in FM. It just would make it a little bit extra, another layer of realism. He's not back on his feet yet, but Brian's here. Mayer's back on his feet. Need to run. Got the run. Can you get a hat-trick? Get a shot away. And there's the hat-trick. Almost got a hand to it, I believe, but not enough. And 3 goals. Langstaff with all 3. Hat-trick hero. Is he still the only player that scored for us? I can't remember. But either way, absolutely sublime performance. And that is why Millwall ball in from Notts County, because that's what he can do. Not the best finish, really, in the central to goal. Keeper could arguably, and should arguably, have done better. 3-0, 3 points, make some changes. It's only going to be for a moment, a matter of minutes when the changes happen, which is a little bit annoying. That's my fault though. And Winter there, against his club, parent club, kind of don't want him to score. Langstaff, he's got 4. Don't like passing it last minute like that, but we've done it. And Winter with the assist against his parent club. Langstaff with the goal. It's got 4 on the day, and this is our biggest score of the season and the best performance. Sublime. Again, that's all I could say. They've only going to have a few minutes match time, but can they do something with that time? Just Kelly with a shot, and that hit a hand. We're going to have a penalty. Now it's a clear handball as well. I mentioned before about handball potentially being a bit OP. However, when it's a clear handball, you don't mind. Although saying that, it was very close to his body, so maybe it's a little bit harsh. However, it was handball. Let's have a look. Bradshaw's on. Yeah, we'll leave it with Bradshaw. I think that's fair. Top right. Well, Bradshaw's first minutes of the season in the league, and he scores. We were saying about offering him a new contract. Maybe we need to do that. I know it's a penalty, but he's only been on for 5 minutes, and he's already got a goal. This is going to go, and it's a 5-0 win away from home. Cardiff City, which is never easy to go to. And what can I say about that performance? That was absolutely sensational. Made a few tactical changes, and it's really paid off. There we go, 5-0 away from home. Langstaff with 4, Bradshaw with the penalty in his eye moment. Didn't really make a difference, but it's good for Bradshaw and good for his confidence. 5-0. We absolutely dominated the match in terms of shots. 35% possession. I mean, this is how Millwall play, to be honest. We don't often have high possession. We do often have a lot of shots, especially this season. But 11 shots to Cardiff's 3, despite their 65% possession. They spent so much time passing it, and just failing to get that final ball. But we had that little bit extra today. After that match, we've just seen the social media tab, and Jensen is currently leading the way for clean sheets, and he's put a post out. Great to see my name at the top of the clean sheets chart. Big credit goes to the defenders in front of me though, and been fantastic. You know, in real life he had a dodgy first game, which I don't think was really his fault. A lot going on that day, and since then he hasn't done much wrong. He's been really good. Confident in between the sticks. He's absolutely massive as well. He's like 6'6", I think. Unfortunately, Adam Mayer's got a bruised shoulder, but it's only a 5-day injury, so it's not a major issue. I think he might miss the next game, but he probably wouldn't have started anyways. You'd imagine he'd be tired still, so it's not bad at all. We can deal with a 5-day injury. Right, the Hull Forms, here we are against West Brom. Apologies if there's a bit of a weird cut there. I did go through the little bit of information beforehand. Mo was one to watch alongside a JE. We go to West Brom with them in poor form. Obviously, we were on the back of a really good win. My Elgato froze and completely cut out a little bit of recording, annoyingly, so I've had to return it off and restart it. But we're now at the match, so we'll get to the lineup. Mikey Johnston, 1 to watch, 4 goals in 3 matches. Not quite Langstaff though, is it? 4 goals in 1 match. Right, here we go. So the 4-2-3-1, Devante Cole leads the line. Johnston, Fellows and Swift behind with the danger man Mowat, I've mentioned. Callum Styles, obviously former Millwall, low knee from Barnsley, I believe. I didn't know he was at West Brom, I thought he was still at Barnsley, the club I just said. Jason Malumbi, also former Millwall low knee, really good big player for West Brom. And Jed Wallace was nowhere to be seen there, which is interesting. We had to make a couple of minor changes, not much. Wes Harding comes in for Cooper. Romain Esse returns to the cam role. Kelly is on the bench. Adam Mayer is fit to make the bench. Wintle is on the bench as well. Saville and Denore are in their holding spots as normal. 3 points again. Langstaff obviously retains that starting spot as the striker because, well, 4 goals in 1 game is perfection. See the run. Esse's going to keep his run going. Get the shot away. Hasn't got much else he can do. Not great. Didn't have many other options, unfortunately. No real support, and he was being closed down. Esse and space there. Good touch. Get the shot away. Good save. Right. Is it Can? Watmore as well. Just put it out for a throw in. Watmore over the top. Can we finish this? What a goal that would have been. A beautiful move. Nice finish, but the keeper was equal to it, and it remains 0-0. Just over half an hour gone. Malumbi on the ball. Got some changes coming on shortly. Bradshaw will be coming on, and that's a good shot. The Jensen's equal to it. Might be right. We're going to take this short, I think. Mayer. Scanlon. Esse. Bradshaw. Can you get the shot away? Again, a sub appearance. It's another goal. Maybe I've been really harsh in writing Bradshaw off. Maybe that's a sign that in real life we shouldn't do the same as well. But that was a really good goal. Near post. Keeper arguably could do better, but he's taken it close and hit it with power. It's a good move from the free kick taken short. And yeah, 1-0. Not long to go. Just too much power for the keeper. Jensen goes out to Tanganga. Just play it. Keep possession. Mayer. Wintle. 2 minutes of injury time. Bradshaw. Know the assignment. That's poor, but it is enough. 1-0 win away from home at the Hawthorns against West Brom, who really are struggling. There he is, Tom Bradshaw, 1 shot, 1 goal. Again, only played 25 minutes probably, so he's got 2 goals in probably under half an hour worth of football. He's pushing for a starting spot, but Langstaff's playing well as well. Take it, 1-0 away from home at Hawthorns, always a hard place to go. Only going to help us in a dream of the playoffs. At the end of the match, we had 5 shots to their 2, so it wasn't a match filled with chances. 5 for us, so we managed to score one of those, which is the Bradshaw one. It was a good shot. The move was very well taken. Again, possession, however, was dominated by West Brom. So maybe this is the way we need to play. Just let them play the ball and take advantage. Whether it's counter, whether it's set piece, or whatever, it's working. 2 games now, playing better, doing well. Derby, another team that play 4-2-3-1 in 6th place. They're just sitting there in the playoffs currently. Goodman and Mendes Lang, the players to watch, attacking players. 2.5 stars, so not quite as good as us technically in the star rating, but having a very good season despite it being their first season back in the Championship. 70 attack, 67 mid, and 65 defence, but they won their last 2 games, similar to us. It's going to be a difficult game, but fingers crossed we can make it 3 wins from 3 in the played games today. Let's have a little look and see how our team are looking. Everyone's pretty much fully fit. I may make a couple of changes to the bench and then we'll get stuck in. So I've been making some changes before each match in regards to the tactical and the player roles. So Bradshaw will be starting this match because he's not been given a chance to start yet. And he's going to be target forward, set to attack obviously, being the striker, the main striker. Esse will be shadow striker, Watmore will be winger set to attack. Honeyman, wide midfielder unbalanced. Saville will be set to defender, deep line playmaker, alongside Denore as a centre half. Defence will be Brian as a wing back, sit the balanced, Leonard the fullback, sit the balanced, and Tanganga and Cooper obviously sit to defend. Tanganga being the ball playing defender, Cooper being an outright defender, and Jensen obviously a goalkeeper. He's not set to sweeper keeper. He has 2 pluses for goalkeeper, so let's just use that. It's going well so far, leading the way in the clean sheets. Let's get stuck into the game. Here we are at home, back at the Den. Not in the game, sadly, as we've mentioned already, but hopefully it gets added at some point in the near future. I don't think I've done a bad job at creating the stadium, to be completely honest. Not terrible. Welcoming Derby, who are currently in 6th. It's going to be a difficult match. Fingers crossed we can make it 3 wins from 3 before we head into the 2 simulated games after this one. Let's see how we line up in a moment. We are the best defensive team in the league at the moment. Only 5 goals conceded. I'm surprised at that. I thought it was more than that. Doing something right, and that Tanganga and Cooper partnership is part of that, with Jensen behind them in goal. Impressive to see. I honestly didn't think it was going to be as low as 5 goals. That's something to be really proud of. Defensively has been quite good for us. It's been going forward, we struggled, but then recently, well, this episode, we found our form slightly. It's just what a couple of tweaks in the tactics can do. I think that's how important and how, OP probably in a way it is in this game compared to previous editions where you just move players around pressing square. 4-3-1 as normal. Bradshaw leads the line this time instead of Langstaff, who is on the bench. That's the only real main change. We have got Harding on the bench instead of Wallace or Hutch. Want to give him some more game time. Enjoyed using him, haven't given him much time. Adam Mayer's on the bench again, so is Kelly. 4-3-1 for Derby as well. Mendes Lang leading the line with Harness in behind as that cam roll. And Harness is one to watch, really good player for Ipswich last year, I believe. Ryan Niambi is a good player as well. Craig Forsyth. Some decent players. Tom Barkhusian, another one to watch. 3 points would be fantastic. It didn't, thankfully. Oh no, that's not good at all. We're struggling this game. Oh, that was a poor tackle. I thought I could reach the ball with Cooper, and it was an awful tackle. It's a yellow. I thought it'd be a red as well in that position, but definite penalty. Thankfully, that was not good. That was my fault. Really thought he could reach the ball. Evidently not. Penalty to Derby. Top left. Nope, top right. Well, 1-0 Derby. Mendes Lang was the one to watch. Penalties, it was a deserved penalty. Cooper was just reckless. My fault completely. I thought I could reach the ball. He is tall, just not that tall. Oh, by Brian. He's having a shocker at left back. Mendes Lang. Don't bring him down this time, Coops. Doesn't do anything, and it is 2-0. Cooper, Brian having an absolutely torrid time on the left side there. Mendes Lang tearing to pieces. Partly my fault, mainly their fault. We've not been able to get out of our own half in this first half, and they're just all over us. This is why they're sitting in 6th. Mendes Lang looking for a first half hat trick, and he might get it here. Good save, defeat by Jensen. Look at that, no shots again. I thought we turned a corner. Evidently not. 3 shots to Derby, 2 have gone in. 1 was a penalty, obviously. However, this has been the better team overall. We have struggled in this game. So if we don't bring him down, he doesn't, and it's going to be 3-0. It is 3-0. I brought Jensen out. I just thought there was a chance he might be able to get there, but Cooper and Brian are both coming off very shortly alongside Bradshaw. Pretty easy finish in the end for Derby. I'm not sure who the goal scorer was, but yeah, I mean, look at that. Just poor defender, no one around him. Keeper comes out, makes himself big. Not much more Jensen could do. Defence just calamitous. That's why that sort of play there is not good. Ozo. Mendes Lang looking for his hat trick and can't do anything. Jensen with a brilliant save. I'm for sure it could be 4-0 and a hat trick for Mendes Lang. 3-0 defeat at home to Derby is not good at all. Performance not good, especially defensively. A number of concerns there. But 2 matches left in this month. Hopefully we can get some points there. It's been a positive month still overall. Derby are 6th for a reason. They played well. The Mendes Lang shot. We did not have a single shot in that game. Possession 50-50, so it seems better when we're just without the ball. But not a single shot in that game is really, really poor. 6 shots to Derby. Scored 50% of them. we have to quickly forget about it and move on. Murray Wallace has come to us. He's not happy with the lack of games. Unfortunately, he's just fired on the pecking order, so he may leave at the end of the summer. I don't know. I'm assuming you can't sell in January if their contract's running out, like unlike the old FIFAs still. But yeah, sorry Murray, but at the moment you're not in the plans. I'm just gonna put I rely on you when it matters most, which is probably when there's injuries. A piece on Langstaff at the beginning of the season. Few expected Langstaff to shine like he does right now. Mads found a way to polish a diamond. I'm pretty sure they've already done this one once before. But either way, it's good to have him celebrated. Should have started him in that game. It might have been a completely different result. So up next we have Plymouth at home. It is going to be a simulated match. It's hopefully going to be 3 points. I did have the screen a minute ago, which has all the information, but I quickly skimmed it by accident, came back out of it, and then it vanishes on the old FC24. You could go back to that, but it doesn't seem like you can on FC25, which is fine. That's how we're going to line up. We're going to go ahead and simulate it. We'll see the lineup in a moment, and fingers crossed, 3 points. Let's see. 1-1. It's a point. Take it. Kelly with a goal very late on. Kelly's impressed me so far. Needs some more game time. Him and SA might have to rotate a little bit more. Al Haj with the goal for Plymouth on 53 minutes. Not much else happened. First half was dreadful by the looks of it. 50% possession, 4 shots each, 3 chances each. Can't really say much more than that. There's the lineups if you want to see how Plymouth lined up. Whittaker had a poor game. Surprising there. So did Mumbai. There were 2 that were sort of key to watch. But 1-1, we move on. The final match of the episode, and as we're on the match day, Aziz has been cleared to return from injury. Now he was putting together a bit of a decent form just before he got hit that little knock. So fingers crossed, when he's fully back and able to sort of play, he will make a difference again. On that right hand side, he was good. The probable lineup for Swansea is as follows: a 4-2-3-1 wide with Carden leading the line, Cooper in behind, Ronald and Ji-Sung as the wide men, Grimes and Franco in those 2 midfield positions, Timon, Key as the fullbacks, Cabango, Darling as the centre-backs, and Vigoro as the main goalkeeper. Joe Allen on the bench, I thought he'd retired. Pedersen, pretty sure he's a left-back. Fulton's decent player. It's going to be a difficult game. It will be simulated, like we said. Cabango, Darling, the defensive players to watch out for. Darling, former Cambridge man. Swansea 3-star team in good form, 2 wins, 69, 71, 70, play on wing play, so fingers crossed we can get a victory. 15th place, not having the best season, but our form has just slightly dropped. It's how we line up away to Swansea at the Swansea.com stadium. Maku's going to be on the left wing as Watmore was a little bit tired. SA retains his place at Cam just because Kelly, despite his good performance, is a little bit tired as well. Honeyman on the right, Aziz is on the bench, so he may feature. Fingers crossed he does. Honeyman's in really good form with that +3 there by the looks of things. Hiding on for Cooper, who is tired. McNamara at left back, Leonard at right back, Taganga at the other centre back. Langstaff leading the line up top with Jensen ever present in goal. So let's simulate and see if we can get a victory away in Wales. We can. Saville with the winner, 67 minutes in, another clean sheet. 4 chances, 58% possession. So when we simulate games, it seems that we can have possession-based football and come away with a victory. 3 points, 3 wins out of 5 today, 1 draw, only 1 loss. I'm happy with that. Had a message from the chief executive just saying that Cardiff are not happy about Ryan Wintle. They're probably just annoyed because he got an assist against them. Not that because he's not playing as much, they're just frustrated at that, so they think let's just get him back. However, struggling to fit him in, he's played well, but then Sav and Denore have played fantastic as well, so rotation is hard. Now it's very likely he'll be recalled in January, which not a major issue, but you know the second half of the season is really busy in the Championship, so fingers crossed if he does, we can have a backup lined up. So today we played 5 games, played 3, simulated 2 of those. Fantastic win to start the episode off against Cardiff, 5-0. Followed up with a 1-0 victory at West Brom. A poor effort against Derby saw us come away as 3-0 losers, really poor display. A draw against Plymouth and then a victory against Swansea. November up next, another busy month, 6 matches, so we'll play 3, simulate 3. Burnley, Leeds, Stoke, Sunderland, Portsmouth and Oxford. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking probably play Burnley, Leeds and Sunderland. But we'll see how everyone else is getting on and deal with that in the next episode. In terms of the league, we have moved up to 9th, so we're doing well. I'm happy with 9th at this stage of the season. Played 12, won 5, drawn 4, lost 3. Burnley leading the way, who we have next. Obviously going to be a really hard match, to be completely honest. Luton in 2nd, Sheffield United in 3rd, Norwich in 4th, Leeds, who we also have, in 5th, Cardiff in 6th, who we just absolutely annihilated somehow. And that completes the playoffs. Derby, who beat us, in 7th. And let's just see where the other team, Sunderland in 13th, who we have. Stoke have improved. Last time I saw them, they were really struggling. That was only after a few games, though. Let's have a look. What else? Oxford, rock bottom. That will be one of the simulated games, as will Portsmouth. Just because it's not going to be as much of an effect on us. So I'd rather play the games that can directly affect our season. Make sure that we're doing that ourselves on the pitch. And there'll be one more game that's simulated. But thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, please leave them below. I don't really show press conferences because I don't think they're of much value. So if you have any press conference questions, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them as part of our own press conference. If you like the video, please hit like, sub to the channel, and let's keep this content going and keep the channel growing. Thank you very much. Bye for now.